Let's talk about smart cities. You know, it's inspiring to be here among so much incredible talent in the design, urbanism, and construction industry. And it's been great meeting so many of you. As an architect, I spent a lot of time studying cities, mature cities like Paris, Barcelona, Boston, New York, and newer exponentially growing places like Dubai, where I built some projects. I wanted to understand cities to know how my buildings would affect urban space, and in return, how cities would affect my buildings. More recently, I'm working on the smart city concept, the future of cities and AI. I'm proud to be part of the AI company Clear Image AI because of my belief in AI, my belief in this company, and the fact that AI is essential for cities in the future. Cities have thousands of interlocking systems essential for modern life, and AI helps cities manage data and understand how well or how poorly its systems operate, improving lives. Cities generate tons of data, and AI releases the potential of that data and turns it into usable information. First, the bad news. The truth is that human-only management is incredibly inefficient and really fails its citizens. Most mid to large-sized cities are too complex today to manage without advanced AI systems. Traffic is horrible. Pollution is killing us. Infrastructure of roads and buildings is aging, collapsing, and dangerous. Energy usage is incredibly inefficient and costly, and urban design lacks green space. The UN predicts that 3/4 of the world's population will live in cities by 2050. So we will soon be building cities and parts of cities for 3 billion more people. Now is the time to take action. Spending on smart cities today is already $130 billion as governments try to make cities nicer places to live and work. Our human connections, our community vitality, and our collective sense of well-being is tied to how we solve the challenges of cities. Good design and collaboration with AI will make a dramatic difference in our lives. Let me clear up. When I talk to city leaders and the talk turns to AI, mentioning its subsets, machine learning, neural networks, deep learning, robotics, computer vision, it just brings a pained expression. So here I call it all AI. Smart cities is not science fiction. They offer safer and more efficient living for this ever-growing population. Imagine you're drinking from a glass and half of the glass ends up on your shirt. You'd just be annoyed and throw the glass away. But with buildings, we waste so much of that energy. It's crazy. I can tell you that a smart city is truly within the reach of every city. You know, in China, up to 10% of GDP today is now spent on health-related effects of pollution. That adds up to 3 million premature deaths already. So smart cities can help us deal with so many of these problems as we enter the age of the city. So let me illustrate a few early smart city initiatives. Cities are introducing autonomous buses, delivery drones, and cleaning robots, all which provide services while reducing traffic and pollution. Using AI technology, San Francisco increased parking space availability by 45%, reducing the time for finding a spot by 6.5 minutes, and lowering traffic jams by 8%. AI Smart Cities programs calculate the legibility of a city. Legibility means the ease with which the urban landscape can be recognized. A city that is welcoming and friendly is a city that is easy to read, understand, and easy to walk around in. Designers can then make improvements. LED street lighting with intelligent controls in Singapore is saving the city about $30 million a year in energy costs. This is a pilot program in one area. Imagine when it's instituted citywide. Smart lighting systems of Copenhagen, Denmark have achieved an incredible energy savings of 65%. Seoul, South Korea is one of the real buy-in smart cities in the world. Waste in Seoul is transformed into energy by incinerating the solid urban waste at up to 950 Celsius and harnessing that as another energy source. Las Vegas is using sensors that include motion detecting cameras, AI scanners, infrared monitors, weather probes, and sound detectors, and they look for litter and other problems in street images. In Sydney, Australia, AI-powered robots are being used for cleaning waterways of plastic pollution and sorting garbage, identifying recyclables for recovery and learning as they go. These initiatives make cities cleaner, safer, and more livable. It's just the start. So the big three places for AI change at the start are buildings, traffic, and infrastructure. These are big things. Cities depend on these. Energy consumption from buildings is responsible for 50% of our CO2 emissions. AI can cut these numbers in half. Smart buildings allow systems to communicate and continuously adjust. Weather forecasts, human events, unusual events like large amounts of people. They're all taken into account to mitigate energy spikes. Sensors detect when a particular room or office is vacant and turn down lights and temperature in the space. All this dramatically cuts total energy consumption of the building and at a citywide level. The AI learns patterns of energy use and makes supply decisions based on those patterns. For other public utilities, sensors automatically alert a city to water leaks. Smart water systems measure rainfall and provide real-time flood analysis for flood control. AI creates renewable decarbonization and carbon-friendly strategies on a global scale. Next, traffic. In 2019, before COVID, traffic cost Americans roughly $95 billion a year. Worldwide, this number is close to $1 trillion. As designers, by reducing the need to drive, we massively reduce emissions and make people feel better. In today's cities, hundreds of thousands of private cars and commercial vehicles transport people and goods. AI traffic management tools learn, then predict traffic flows and space availability to make driving in cities less frustrating. AI smart cities have data-rich, intelligent public transport systems that learn traffic patterns and make resource allocations decisions smartly. Traffic is rerouted around a dangerous area while communicating to security infrastructure and nearby vehicles. Emergency response vehicles are mobilized sooner, and traffic lights automatically redirect traffic away from the accident site. Parking sensors direct drivers to available spots with no driving around, increasing available spots. These interconnections allow cities to reduce risks, traffic, and ensure better road safety. Finally, there's aging infrastructure. Sadly, a condo in the US recently collapsed, killing many. I often make the point that when we live in an era of dangerous, aging infrastructure, and identifying these dangers is really fundamental. Reduce spending on safety inspections and replacement infrastructure for buildings, bridges, roads, means we're all at risk. A bridge in America was recently found very near collapse. Elevated train line in Mexico City recently did collapse, killing many. AI technology can generate incredibly accurate estimates of dangers in real time, showing material microstructures when subjected to mechanical forces, using discoloration, stress, and strain understandable by the AI. It gives us a very accurate prediction about the forces a material is under, the stresses, the locations of future cracks. Smart city technology needs to be put to use to keep citizens of cities way safer. In conclusion, cities are the future of humanity. At Clear Image AI, our smart city technology is designed to promote sustainability, improve energy distribution, decrease traffic congestion, and improve air quality. Traffic lights respond to real-time traffic, reducing road congestion, helping both vehicles and pedestrians pass road closures, accidents in real time. Our AI can also be used to find cracking infrastructure in concrete and other buildings before they become dangerous and collapse. parking sensors direct drivers to the nearest available spots, which, as we saw, increase available spots by 45%. Smart garbage tech picks up as needed versus a pre-planned schedule, which reduces traffic. The AI predicts and mitigates flooding and determines risks of pipeline breaks. Energy consumption in building with our AI can be cut in half. Also importantly, Clear Image AI smart city technology is private. Only data is collected. No details about consumers themselves or no video uploading to servers. Information is completely on the edge, protected. Lack of proper funding is a very large barrier for many cities in implementing smart city technology. Our system pays for itself instantly by much better control of traffic, registration, parking, tolls, and violation payments. Improved health, better quality of life, fewer emissions, better air quality, and water, leading to a welcoming, safe, and environmentally friendly city. Look, I've tried to illustrate why smart cities are a far better way for us to live. The benefits are endless, and with AI, these breakthroughs are here now. We need to begin implementing these for all the benefits. Thank you very much, and let's go into our AI future together.